One of the best things to do out there are aluminium anodized dog tags. I love these things and there's a very good reason for it. You can make some absolutely outstanding designs using photos or vector images very easily. And today I'm going to walk you through that full process and show you exactly how it is done. So if you want to learn something, if you want to use the xTool F2 and get some amazing things produced, stick around and we'll get straight to it. So what we'll need is the xTool F2, which we'll be using today. And we have these dog tags right here. I bought these off of Amazon. You can get them in packs of however many, and I'm sure you can get them from AliExpress and Temu. They have a thick black coat on them, so our standard business card settings don't work. So we are gonna load it into the machine now. In terms of placement, as per usual, you can just place it on your bed like that. However, I, as per usual, like to use a jig. And in this case, I'll be using my self-centering jig. And this is basically a way to guarantee the position over and over so that you can lock it in place, rotate it however you want it, and you are good to go. Good practice that I promote is focusing our laser manually before we get started, and we do that by turning this knob here, and we want to join the blue and the red dots together. In this case, I'm going to turn it anti-clockwise until they're together, and we now know we're good to go. So we are in xTool Studio. We are going to click the new project button in the top right, and that will open a screen, connect to our machine, and it will capture a snapshot of our picture bed. And there you go. We can see our object right there. Now, one of the interesting things about a dog tag is the unique shape. And today I'm actually going to be showing you a couple of really unique things that you can use to get really optimized images on this. So the first thing we want to do is we want to import an image. I went onto Google and I got a really nice picture of Elvis Presley, as you can see here. And this one, I've got a feeling is going to come up really, really nice. So you'll see it's a square image and we have a unique shaped dog tag. So there's two things we're going to do. First thing I'm going to do is cut the background out of this image. You can use free background removers on Google. In this case though, I'm just going to use the cutout feature on xTool Studio. Sometimes you can use the manual cutout and click it and it will remove it. Other times though, it's not so intuitive. So I am going to use AI cutout. It does cost credits. So like I said, there are free versions out there, but it does a good job. And in this case, it just saves me that little bit of time. I'm going to click confirm, and then you see we have our image. So the next thing I want to do is actually do something called a mask around this. And I could just do a circular mask, but I want it to actually mimic the outline of the dog tag. And even the hole here, I want it to go over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position his head so that it's as big as possible. And you'll see as I do that, we are now going to have parts of Elvis, this part here and this part here, which are outside of our area. And you're probably wondering, how do we get over that? Well, let me show you now. So let's move our image to the side just so you can see what we're doing. We're going to zoom in on this, and then on the left hand side in the vector panel area, you'll see something called vector, and it's P on the shortcut key. Click that. And actually what I will do first is I will change the layer up. So click that, and then what you'll do is you'll see a pen on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. What we want to do is draw an outline around this, and we're going to start off on a straight edge on the right. So click where it starts to curve, click once and then let go. And then what it'll do is it will produce this line right here. You can see it, it's blue. Just go down to where the next curve starts, try and keep it straight. And now we're going to left click, single left click once. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the middle down here, and we're going to left click and drag to the left, and you'll see as you drag you get this handle that comes out, and that handle allows us to produce a curve. So try and mimic the curve of the dog tag as best as possible. Once you're happy, release the left mouse button and you'll see it tries to continue on the other side. If you come near that other dot, it's going to produce a line to tell you that is where you need to go. So we're going to roughly get it where we need to go and left click again. Don't worry that it's not right at the moment. We just want to get the basic shape. So we're going to drag it up again. We're not holding the left mouse button at this point. We're going to click there, and now we are going to go to the middle, left click and drag again, get it looking approximately right, and then join the dot on the other side. So there you go, we have our shape. But as you'll see, it's not great. It doesn't look that amazing. So how do we fix that? Let me show you. Click on the point in the middle and you'll see, hopefully you can see it. And I'm sorry if it's not so clear at the moment. I'm in the middle of moving offices and I haven't got it all set up as I did, but you're going to click that handle and drag it, and you'll see it will start to move it. So because we centrally placed it, all we need to do is make it horizontal, and that to me is good enough on that end. Okay, it's not perfect, and actually I will drag it a little bit more. There you go, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see why in a minute. We'll do the same, and you'll see I've accidentally clicked next to it and it's made an extra point there. So you can double click back in, Control Z, and it will remove that. So there we're going to click on that point and you can see our handle again. We're going to drag it until it looks about right, and you can use the grids behind. So I'm happy with that. The next thing we want to do is actually click the done button. And now what we can do is, if you want, you can actually resize it now and it will continue its shape. In this case though, we're going to untick the lock aspect ratio and I'm going to drag it just to the edge so that it's going to be really close to the edge of our dog tag. There you go. So that's pretty much where we need to be. Okay, we're happy with that. So now what we want to do is drag our picture back in, position the picture wherever you want it. So I am doing it about there. Like I said, actually, I might even do it a little bit bigger, just like that. There you go. So position it where you want it, and then you're going to drag a box. So what we want to do next is apply our material. So in the top right, we're going to click that. We're going to go to xTool's material library. In this case, I've got black metal business card, not for the settings, but for the actual image adjustment, which I'll show you now. Click apply. And then what that allows us to do now, xTool Studio now knows we're dealing with a black metal material. So when we click adjust, which is at the top here, you'll see on the left-hand side over here, we can click auto adjust. And when we do that, it's going to adjust the contrast and invert the image, which is what you should be doing on a dark surface. So that is perfect. It's optimized the image to be engraved. So we're happy with our image. As simple as that. The next thing now, so by default, it's going to try and give us these settings. They probably won't work in this case because this is a thick layer of paint on this dog tag. So I have previously set up my own photo settings and you'll see it's infrared light, 335 dot duration, 59% power, 505 DPI and Jarvis bitmap mode. That is what we are going to use. Now we need to frame it. So on the bottom right here, you'll see those 3 dots. Click on them and make sure you have outline frame selected, and then light power. I've set it to 10 because we're dealing with a dark material. Then hit the frame button and let's go and see if we positioned it correctly. So looking at the framing box, it looks perfect. It's within our dog tag. It's not touching any of the jig. Let's do this and see how it turns out. So all that's left for us to do now is hit the process button, which we will do, and it gives us an estimated time of 2 minutes and 1 second. We'll hit start. The machine's going to beep. That tells us it's ready to go. So let's move over and let's do this. I'll be using the IR with the lid up for recording purposes, but I have safety glasses on. Also, make sure you have your extraction set up because this will produce very fine particles. There you go. Look how brilliant that has come out. I mean, it's absolutely nailed the contour on the bottom edges around the curve, and the actual image itself looks amazing. You can do this for any kind of image, so have a go yourself and you'll see it's brilliant. So there you have it, an absolutely outstanding one we've done again, and another string to your bow. Hopefully you can take that and you can make some fun, amazing things out of it. So today we've gone through actually using the vector pen tool, really good settings for black dog tags and just adjusting images. So hopefully that's really useful to you. If you have found this video useful and you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And also, if you are looking to buy an xTool machine, then there are affiliate links in that description below. If you buy through it, it does help support the channel. And once again, thank you to my L3D supporters. You guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching. Have a great day and I'll see you again soon.